Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, Wendy O, and we're going to talk about, is Ethereum going to zero? Oh my God, it's clickbait. Yeah, it is clickbait because ETHGate is kind of a real thing. We're going to be talking about that a little bit today. We're going to also be talking about FTX 2.0, what's happening with that. Again, all these crypto exchanges were kind of like in cahoots with each other. So it's kind of interesting to see how all the bankruptcy cases are going. But I want to first say hi to the chat. Oh, we've got a poll at the top. So do you believe the ETHGate theory? 24% said yes, 35% said no, and 44% said more pastina. I'm still a little bit sick, under the weather. My poor baby, though, I got her home finally after school, because I had been gone, and we came home. Well, first we stopped at Nana's. We had to pick up some of her stuff, and then we stopped to get Mexican. We both got bean and cheese burritos from my favorite Mexican spot because I love their salsa. Their salsa is so good, and I can't figure out how to get it right like them. But I've noticed one thing when I'm feeling under the weather, if I have like fresh Mexican salsa or like Italian red sauce, I don't know if it's the tomatoes, I don't know if this is the garlic, the onions, whatever it is, but it really helps me feel better. So my sore throat is almost gone, which amen, because I don't like having sore throats. I'm just heavily congested. But I also had pastina yesterday. So what I did with the pastina is I make a big pot. It's super easy to make. If you guys want the recipe, I'll post it for you. But it's great when you're feeling under the weather, and you can always add whatever it is you want to add to it. So I froze a bunch. I pulled it out, put some bone broth in, and I got to go to Costco today to go buy more bone broth. And with that being said, what was I talking about? I'm still super under the weather. It's absolutely ridiculous. But when we got home, she's like, was itching her foot. I'm like, what is going on? Like, because she has little itchy feet. They're stinky, a little stinky, sweaty baby. And she had all these bites all over her, all these bug bites. So poor baby didn't sleep a whole lot last night. Mommy was up with her, putting cooling cream on, hydrocortisone, and I use rubbing alcohol with the bug bites. So hopefully she's feeling a bit better. I had to give her Benadryl too. And I normally don't give any type of medicine because I don't. That's how I was brought up. Like, I don't know. It just, whatever it is, unless like it's urgent, So anyways, we're here, we're on the mend, but it's kind of like, which stinks. But I'm thankful to have full movement. Like my neck is so much better now. I can actually move it. But yeah, we're going to talk about stuff. I'm going to try to go to Costco at some point today. I love Costco. I got to buy more bone broth. But we have 136 amazing people, only 29 likes. Smash a like. Let's get it up to at least 69. Good morning to Mike, to Brian, to Kenny O, to Lil D. Love you. Hunter's Radio, hot peppers. Ooh, I love hot peppers. Hit the sun at the gym, sis. I know I need to. Calamine lotion. It's Little D's fault, probably. Yeah, he does lots of stuff. Shout out to Interstellar Gaming. I see you on Twitter all the time interacting with me. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, I love Hunter's Blow, my favorite ever. Hey, Roland. But yeah, no, a lot of people are under the weather, and it's fine. It happens. Like I'm not like, oh my God. But I just wish I could stay in bed all day, but I have ADHD, so I can't really do that. But also to shout out to Syscoin and to Squid Grow and to Market Cipher. You guys are amazing. And yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what's happening. And full disclosure, I own a big bag of ETH. So even if I do believe the ETHGate thing, I'm still going to grift off of it. I don't know why I wouldn't. I should have grifted off a lot of other things in my early career in crypto, but I didn't. But I'm still going to grift, just like I'm going to grift with Bitcoin, especially with that Bitcoin ETF with BlackRock and Vanguard and all that stuff, because that whole thing is ridiculous. And to see people rallying around it is kind of goofy to me. And the reason why it's goofy is like they want to custody our Bitcoin for us, our crypto. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you're investing in a traditional financial firm, sometimes they have an intermediary, like another. So not only are you using a third party, but there's another party in between them to custody that stuff. If that custodian files for Chapter 11 and goes under, guess what happens to your Bitcoin? Guess what happens to your assets? They take it and it goes through the Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So a lot of people don't understand that or know that. And I learned that with like the crypto contagion stuff, because we saw this stuff happen. But it's always been very interesting to me, seeing what people like to comment on and talk about. But and also big shout out to all of you who left comments on the IRS for the changing of the crypto rules. I think that's important. It's important to have our voices be heard. But anyways, let's get straight into it. I'm in the process of blocking bots over here on Twitter. I'll be better, guys. Bites get gross infections too. Yeah. So what I do with the bites, is I do, because I get, especially my mom's house, and me and my mom, we consistently argue about this. I've been getting bug bites since I've been really, really little. My mom refuses to spray, and she's super stubborn. That's a whole entire thing. So I've had bug bites my entire life, and I track mosquitoes very easily, which is fine. It just sucks. So the thing that works the best for me is rubbing alcohol. When I was working in the thrift store before I did healthcare, one of my friends, I absolutely loved her. She was so funny. She used to bring me like every single different type of Mexican cuisine, every single type. She's like, her and her husband, they're like my mom, my Mexican mom and dad. But Denora and Fernando. So she would bring me enchiladas. She would bring me beans. She would bring me like the pozole, like everything. That's how I would eat, was because they would bring me food. I had no money. I was like pretty much homeless basically. But she would use rubbing alcohol for everything. If she's having a panic attack or anxiety, she would be like, Fernando, give me the rubbing alcohol. Give me the alcohol. In Spanish, it was always so much more dramatic, but she would spray it on her and it would help cool her down, and then the bug bites too. So then as an adult, I started doing that, and it actually helps. So the baby, what we did was we sprayed the rubbing alcohol on the little bites. We waited for it to dry, and then we put hydrocortisone on, and then I gave her Benadryl. So hopefully it's going to help baby, because as a parent, you guys know, anytime I see my baby in pain, I want to just take it and I want to have the pain myself. And I know most parents feel that way too. Like, and even if it's not your kid, even if I just see like God forbid you have to take your kid to emergency room or to urgent care, whatever that is, it's like, I wish, and I see babies and their kids, I wish I could just take their pain away, because I feel very strongly that our babies deserve the best ever in life. Obviously you got to discipline them, but I'm a firm believer in loving our babies and giving them the best ever, keeping them safe, all that type of stuff. But anyways, let's get straight into the news. Also to you guys, Femex, this is the exchange we're using. They're our current partner. I'm putting the ref link in the chat. The ref link is also down below. If you want to use my ref link, that'd be great. That would help me. That helps support the channel. That's how we make payroll here. However, anytime you use a ref link, whether it's mine or not, or any centralized exchange, you need to understand not your keys, not your coins. So don't leave crypto there. And if you do leave crypto there, understand the risk. Also, Cake went up a bit. BSC thing, 8.7%. WeMix is a Hex project. Also, too, I want to say, I don't think I'm going to talk about Hex anymore on this channel. Good or bad. Reason being is the Hex community is super volatile and they're super vile. And I have been nothing but kind to the Hex community. I've never said anything bad about Hex. I've had Richard Hart on the show multiple times. I've always really defended you guys and the Hex community. Like, always have. And I keep getting attacked by Hexicans. Like the other day, this Hex account was basically took some content that someone else had posted, which was probably the funniest thing ever, because in the video I was literally talking about how to spot a crypto scammer, basically all my impersonators. So it was an educational video. And of course they only pull one teeny tiny piece out of that, instead of looking at the disclaimers and everything else I have, which I thought it was super kind of funny. But again, I probably won't talk about Hex anymore because I'm sick of it. I'm really just kind of sick of showcasing decency and actually a lot of respect to the community. And I just keep getting dragged. I get dragged by Hexicans all the time, so I'm probably not going to talk about it anymore. So I don't know, it sucks, but whatever. Anyways, this is the current market over here. Sol is up 8.7%. Crow is up 11.5%. And then taking a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is this is the weekly chart, guys. We're currently pinching the upper part of the band. A lot of people are calling this a bull trap. Is it a bull trap? Well, let's go ahead and kind of take a look and analyze. MACD just completed a bear cross. And even to me, even if we get a retest at like $27,000, to me, that's still bullish. It's not super, super bad. And people might be saying, well, Wendy, that's a massive pullback. Yeah, it is. But honestly, we're still kind of respecting the trend line. And I think that that's okay. Also too, we have great support at about 32,000. We also have Bollinger Band symbol moving average 29.2, and then our trend line here. So this is the weekly. If we take a look at the daily, we're starting to get that contraction. We're starting to get that volatility incoming. So we got the bear cross. We're going to be heading down. We're probably going to touch about 33.6. And then from there, I would anticipate a move between 32 to about 29. And again, I'm cool just as long as we don't break down below 26. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is super tight. Look how tight this baby is. Look at that. So that being said, super tight over here. And we're going to get a lot of contraction. We're going to get a pretty expanded move. And you see how the Bollinger Bands work. And again, this isn't always super accurate, but it's a good thing to have on your radar if you're just kind of chilling. So we were consolidating within the Bollinger Band. We pinched down at the bottom here, and we had a nice volatile move up from 34.5 to about 35.4, so about $1,000. We're also looking a little bit bullish on the 4 hour. We're printing a green dot with market sire. MACD is getting ready to bull cross, not confirmed. So I wouldn't surprise me if we got another move up to about 35.8 to about $36,000. On the 45-minute chart, we've broken out. So that's kind of what I would look for over here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at ETHGate. Well, actually, let's take a look at ETH price action. ETH price action. So this is ETH price action. Again, ETH has not really broken out like a lot of the other coins. We did have this move up here on the daily back October 20th, but we're kind of talking about this upward grind that we've had. We've been on this upward grind. We haven't broken down below the Bollinger Band simple moving average, which is approximately 1783, which is good. TikTok's probably seeing my feed. You all got to pay for this. But it looks like, we had to move down to about 1854, and we might get down to about 1781. So ETH is not looking too terribly great, but it's okay. We did have that move up on the 4 hour, so maybe we'll move to 1921 and then kind of consolidate back down. But on the daily, it's not looking too great. Again, I could be wrong. So let's go ahead and talk about ETHGate. What is ETHGate and what's going on? So basics of ETHGate is a lot of people think that Ethereum is like a psyop, that it is something that was created pretty much by the government. And we have a lot of really interesting connections with Vitalik in China and with the SEC and a lot of these other people, especially the guys over at the Ethereum Foundation. A lot of interesting behavior happened, So I always thought it was weird that the SEC and the public servants didn't go after ETH. I always thought it was weird. Reason being is like, Ethereum, it's not, and again, I'm not saying Ethereum is a security. I just thought it was weird that they didn't, because Ethereum had a sale. They had a public sale. So I thought that was weird. Like, why wouldn't you go after Ethereum? Why? Who knows? So they went Ethereum. No one went after Ethereum. And the SEC kept saying, Clayton is involved, all that stuff. So SEC kept saying, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. But in fact, Bitcoin probably is not a security, but is Ethereum a security? Because especially a lot of the other layer ones do similar things. Like Solana, you can build on top of it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can. Sorry guys, a little bit under the weather here, but you can build on top of it. And some of the other layer ones too. Like you can build, in the Matic Polygon ecosystem, even though that's a layer 2, you can still, build on that, whatever, Binance Smart Chain, all that type of stuff. So I thought it was kind of interesting and always weird. I never really understood that. And now a lot of this stuff is coming out. So I'm like, okay, 1 + 1 = 69. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're seeing here. Okay. So from Mr. Steven Narahoff, and Steven, if I butchered your name, I apologize. So let's go ahead and click on this little article here. So Ethereum founders accused of fraud, surpassing FTX scandal. So let's go ahead and read some of what's going on over here. So former Ethereum advisor. So again, Steven Narahoff was a former Ethereum advisor, and he accuses ETH co-founders of fraud, claims the alleged fraud is worse than FTX involving $8 billion, and suggests secret dealings between ETH and high-ranking U.S. officials, currently unverified allegations, but if proven true, they could damage Ethereum's credibility and legality. Also, too, there's a video that came out, and it could be fake, but Vitalik said, whatever comes out in the next few days, just know he is being framed. Do I believe that? I don't believe anything. I don't know. I didn't look this up to double check, but I'm mixing. We should look this up in the future and actually pull the tweet. So I don't know if this is real or not. But there's very interesting information, videos and stuff about Vitalik. But this is from our buddy over at Truth Labs, Boring Sleuth. And again, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys follow this person on Twitter. They do a really great job of breaking down a lot of interesting things. So, and this is more about, ETHGate here. Let me go ahead and take a look at my notes, and I'm going to be relying heavily on my notes today because I'm under the weather. But anyways, what is ETHGate? ETHGate is a theory alleging that Ethereum founders and Consensus built relationships with key people at the SEC, JP Morgan, to gain potential treatment from regulators. And there are different parts to ETHGate. And again, Boring Sleuth, Truth Labs, they cover a lot of this, and same to Steven. So I highly recommend you follow both of them. They do great work over here. So Truth Labs posted this: Ethereum's hidden centralization problem. The Chinese Bleep party, the same party using blockchain to track and control everything, implementing social credit scores, CBDCs, and a number of other surveillance protocols. The CCP, through waxing And other CCP affiliated startups became the largest ETH holders at the ICO. Vitalik was out of cash, and he found it by selling ETH's decentralized future to the CCP. That would make sense. But again, this is just, a theory, okay? The same CCP affiliate entities were also the largest ETH miners, accounting for approximately 80% of all ETH mined pre-merge. Controlling the largest share of the pre-ICO tokens and controlling the miners wasn't enough. They launched and rugged many of the largest altcoins, now defunct protocol DEXs, and stable coins. So basically, and this is the thing here. We'll go ahead and watch this. This is the little video of Vitalik. So again, a lot of people, in a lot of the XRP community, they think that the ETHGate is 100% true. Me personally, I don't know if it's true or not. And I'm not saying that any of this is information at all. I'm just saying I don't know enough. I'm still kind of investigating this, and we're talking about it. We're covering it. So I'm like, is ETHGate true? I wouldn't be surprised if it was true, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was untrue. So me, I'm just kind of I'm taking this information in. We're talking about it every day. We're covering it. We're researching, and we're doing critical thinking. So again, not trying to flood anybody's bags. All I'm doing is just bringing this to your attention. And again, we hear what I say, but we listen to ourselves. So I always implore you guys to go continue to do more due diligence on things. Steven is awesome. So is Truth Labs. Go follow them, and just read what they're posting. They're posting a lot of really great information. So let's go ahead and watch this little vid with Mr. Vitalik. Let's see what the hee-haw is going on over here, okay? Alrighty. This is what I wanted to show yesterday. I just was not feeling well enough to do so. Hold on.
Became somewhat famous within the space, where I basically said the cryptocurrency space has reached $500 billion. Does it deserve it? Like, do the things that it's actually accomplished like hold a candle to the promises that the market is ascribing to it? And I mean, the subtext of my answer is not yet, and I was proven very right fairly quickly. But
you didn't short it, did you?
So I did get the Ethereum Foundation to sell about 70,000 ETH, like basically at the top, and that's doubled our runway now. So, and it was one good decision that had a lot of impact.
That's crazy. And too, like Vitalik has talked about the top often. Same with Charlie Lee from Litecoin. Charlie sold the top. And it's interesting how these people are able to sell the top. What else do they know? So I wouldn't be surprised if the ETHGate is true or not, but I will say I'm going to grift just like everybody else as ethically as possible, disclose to you guys what I'm holding, and I'm going to make money off of it because I deserve a good quality of life. You deserve a good quality of life, and we can't control what these elites, we can't control what these people are doing. And when you grow up how most of us have grown up, me and the O Army, we talk about if you can't beat them, join them, but you do it in a little bit different manner that's ethical because we're not. The truth of the matter is we are not going to be able to change the way the United States works. We're not going to be able to change the way traditional finance works and money and all of that things. The best that we can do is figure out how to legally and ethically grift just like them. And some people might get mad that I say that, but honestly, it's true. And given the chance, I was so like me, I should have started a paid group in 2018, just like everybody else did. All these guys, multi-millionaires, these people never have to work again in their life. They never have to worry about money. But I didn't want to start a paid group. I wanted to create content for free. I wanted to get sponsorships. I wanted to disclose them. And I wanted to make money in that aspect to continue to provide free content. But guess what? Because I didn't grift like everybody else and play the game, guess what? I'm in a pretty crappy financial situation right now. So if you can't beat them, join them, but do it differently. That's just my opinion. You guys can think what you want. Anyways, 293 concurrent viewers, 124 likes. We should have at least 269 likes. Six Fig said, took him 5 minutes to answer that question. Yep. French Toaster. Good morning, Raider. Yep, it is good to know the market maker. It totally is. Ether had an ICO? Yes, it certainly did. Ethereum had an ICO. Mod Central, because most people don't engage in the chat. Going to zero, that's why. You guys, listen, we do clickbait here. The reason why we do clickbait, and I'm going to talk to you how marketing works. I actually want to show you the power of marketing, because this is funny. I love this. This is my favorite thing to show. Oh, let me make sure that the sound is off. This is marketing. This is 10/10 marketing too. So we're going to talk about this really, really quickly because I think it's fantastic. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This is a post from our current president, Mr. Biden. We took on big pharma and special interests, overcoming opposition from whatever it is. So basically they have a new lowering prescription drug thing. Great, fantastic. But look at the email. Hope to POTUS. The way that this is written, it's not an email that an average person gave to him. Okay. It's not. Because I'll tell you right now, I don't know all the ins and outs of the lowering prescription drug costs in the group that's going to help with, but it's probably people that are Medi-Cal, Medicaid, or government assistance. And I guarantee, I'm not calling these people dumb, but the way that this is written, this does not look like it. Why? Because I worked in healthcare for 7 years. I work with rich people, poor people, everybody in between. Like people from, you wouldn't believe the people that I used to service when I worked in healthcare. And this is not something that you write. It's just not the way it's written. It's somebody so again, this is marketing. Okay. So people do marketing that suits them differently. For YouTube, the way that you market on YouTube to get your videos discovered is you put really clickbait titles. However, when you actually watch the content, my content's different. A lot of other channels know my content's always going to be different. But this is what we do over here. And also too, you can dislike the video, you can like it. I don't really care, but guess what? I'm still getting paid. Now let's talk about FTX. So FTX relaunch effort includes Celsius, winner, proof of group, sources say. Plans to bring Bankman-Fried's crypto exchange back to life include Silicon Valley Investment Group, Proof Fund, which was part of the Fahrenheit consortium that successfully bid for bankrupt cryptocurrency lender Celsius. So Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi, all these companies, they all had their hands in each other's pants, okay? And again, and I'll say this again, and I'll take the heat for it, FTX was a great exchange. The people running it were bad. They were doing illegal things. They were stealing. They were lying. They were just horrible people. And that's okay to say. It's okay to have a good product or service, but it's okay to say the person that created it is terrible. So for example, if you look at like the history of prescription drugs and like experiments and that type of stuff, and like even Albert Einstein, a lot of these people were not good people. They were not good people. Absolutely not good people. But they created things that could have benefited society. And if you look throughout history, and if you do a lot of due diligence, like, and I'm not just talking about reading the clean cut version of like Albert Einstein or a lot of these political people, even Kennedy, people love the Kennedys, they're obsessed over them, but they were not nice to women. Okay. Not good people. And if you look at the different sources that, that explain this type of stuff, you'll learn a lot. So what I'm saying is FTX had great products. The people that ran were horrible. And again, it is cheaper for somebody to come in and buy FTX with all of their licenses, their services, their products, everything they had to offer, than to start their own. And that's exactly what's happening. However, I still think it's going to be bad. I still think that I still think anybody involved with FTX, they're probably still going to be bad guys that are doing bad things with the public servants. But anyways, hold on. Somebody said something right here. Just makes peanut butter chocolate chili. I don't know what that sounds like, but I'm hungry right now. Chainlink will be the new Solana. I hope so. Nasty clickbait. Oh, yeah, your mom is. Yeah, get them out of here, mods. That's kind of gross and scary. Yucky people. I feel sorry for your wife or your daughter. Oh my goodness. And karma is a real thing too. It is. And it's so funny because like a lot of dudes that were really bad, like to women, they generally have daughters. Yikes. Be nice. Just be decent. But yeah, thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this. And shout out to my TikTokers. I love you guys over there. Thank you for all the gifts and all the different things going on. I appreciate it. All right. So also too, Proof Group is also a VC investor in Aptos, Lightspark, and Sui, which is interesting. Aptos, interesting, and C, interesting. And that is a very closely affiliated with Binance. FTX have received multiple bids for a potential restart, now narrowed down to 3 bidders. Other options being considered include selling the entire exchange in its 9 million customer list or bringing in a partner. Sources say the decision should be made by mid-April. And I think that there's something that Celsius can gain. I think they get $20 million or something with this. I have no idea. But anyways, also too, this is a stupid thing, but apparently a Reddit discovers Caroline Ellison may have appeared on Arthur and is predictably ruthless. Yeah, she's a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy, and I still have people absolutely drag me on the internet, so whatever. She looks cute there, if that is her. So, I don't know. I think this is stupid, but whatever. Also, to you guys, I'm going to be on with John Deaton today at at noon. I believe it's noon. I have to double check, but I believe it's noon. So we're going to talk about SBF found guilty with me and John. I adore John. He's a friend of the channel, great family guy, just a great person. So we're going to talk about that. And I actually feel I'm very excited to talk about this topic with John because John comes from a similar mentality that I do. We both grew up super poor from the streets and made it. Well, he's made it. I'm on my way to making it. And I've often thought about one of the things I wanted to do before my life got turned upside down is I always wanted to be an archaeologist or an attorney. So I don't know, maybe after the next run, I'll go back, I'll do less content. I'll go back to school and become an attorney. Crypto attorney, probably not. I would want to do more, I don't know, I'd want to do more helping people. I want to like that. Sticking it to the man. So we'll see how it happens. Depends how much money I make. If I make $50 million, and I can definitely do that because I'll be able to take care of my baby. But one of the things I like about John is that he's very much, he understands my mindset. Because I don't trust the current legal system. I don't trust the legal system. I don't trust people in power. I don't trust none of that. And that distrust comes from how I grew up and what I watched happen to people, especially those that dealt with DV and SA and how that system works. So I don't trust at all. And a lot of things too. We're going to be learning about prison politics. We're going to be talking a lot about prison politics, and it's a very interesting topic how things are handled there. And I personally don't think, even though Sam's going to do a lot of time, whatever it is, I still think it's going to be fine. Because when you're in jail now, because he ain't going to county, he's going to prison. They're going to put him probably, they're probably going to isolate him. He's going to have access to a TV. How is he going to have access to a TV? Well, I once knew somebody who had a TV in solitary. So he's going to have access to a computer, to TV, to a cell phone, because they all have cell phones there. So, you know, super. And that's another thing too, is like, I'm all for people getting in trouble for what they do is, but I would rather see these guys, they used to call it a chain gang, and they used to make license plates way back in the day. I don't know if they still do, but I'd rather see these guys that do bad stuff actually do something good to help kind of promote society. Like, I don't know, I'd like to see more of that than having them just sit and rot in a jail cell. And I would also like to see rehabilitation. But again, that's all prison stuff. I can talk about prison politics all day long. It's just kind of cuckoo, whatever it is. But yeah, get that person out of there. 280 people, 120 likes. Give me 269 likes. And also we have a poll at the top, you guys. Do you believe in the ETHGate theory? 32% said yes, 43% say no, and 25% more pastina. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. We're still going to cover and talk about it because I want to learn more about it. Next, we have, this is from Mr. Bill Morgan. He is a person of an attorney, and I love attorneys. So the amendment to reduce the salary of the SEC chairman is obviously performance based. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, so something came out yesterday, and I think, and I posed a question. I posed a question to you guys. Do you think public servants should get a salary? Should they? Think about that. Let's read about what's going on here. So U.S. lawmaker Rep. Tim Burchett wants to cut Gensler's salary down to $1 per year. Gensler currently earns $30,000 per year. Burchett wrote in a proposed amendment to the Financial Services and General Government Bill, FSGG bill is a piece of legislation that aims to significantly reduce government spending. First introduced in July of 2023. I know where this is going. When the amendment was shown to the House yesterday, they said the best thing to do is to defund the SEC to help limit its regulatory intrusiveness while forcing the regulator to return focus to core mission. They believe the SEC has fallen prey to regulatory overreach and is becoming a financial burden on the government. So let's talk about that, okay? So reducing Gary Gensler's salary isn't going to do anything. It's not. The guy is already rich to begin with. He's really doing this for his ego. And it's not going to stop him from using the SEC's money to litigate instead of actually come up with comprehensive regulation that protects retail investors, but also helps people in tech, AI, and crypto grow and allows entrepreneurship to succeed. So to me, this is stupid. To me, this is a waste of taxpayers' dollars. To me, this is just an abomination. That's what it is. It's a waste. Okay. How much money of taxpayer dollars was spent doing this? Okay. Putting the salary down to zero isn't going to change his behavior. And even if it's performance based, what is it? He's going to still go after these crypto companies and not impose any type of regulation, not impose any type of guideline. So it doesn't matter. And if I'm wrong, I actually would love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think? Because I don't think it's going to do any good. What good is it going to do? Nothing. Anyways, let's get to the next story. That's just my opinion, though. So, Binance posted this: the key to onboarding the next billion, November 8th. So tomorrow, Binance is going to do something. I don't know what it is, but we should kind of keep an open mind out. Binance is currently one of the top crypto exchanges in the world. Again, not saying Binance is perfect or CZ is perfect, but anytime you use a centralized exchange, not your keys, not your coins. But I'm curious to see what's going to come out there. So that's just kind of to let you guys know if you own BNB or you own any of the Binance coins listed. I don't know. So I'm just putting it out there so you guys can go ahead and do stuff. This is funny. Okay. So Nurul Robini blocked me and has been a very nasty critic of Bitcoin and crypto and other similar things in that industry. Okay. But it looks like he is launching his own ICO or as part of it. So let's go ahead and read a little bit about this. And CZ posted, CZ is GOAT for this. I love it. Some people are shameless. After attacking Binance publicly on stage a year ago, now issues a token and puts Binance logo on their website without permission. So again, Nurani Rabini trashed Binance and then put Binance's logo on the website. Why? Who knows? But this is ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But let's go ahead and read a little bit about it. So CZ accused, he didn't, and it's not that he accused, he did. So he said, Economist, and again, Economist, funny story about Economist. So I have a friend who's an economist. He's a content creator. You guys know who he is. I was like, hey, can you recommend me some books on that type of stuff? I says, I want to get a better edge. I want to better understand this so I can portray to my audience. He says, you're wasting your time. I said, what? He says, you're wasting your time. He's like, it's just dumb. It's all dumb. I was like, oh, okay. But basically, economics is the reverse of what makes sense, of common sense. That's what it is in most cases, in my opinion. So, but economists are always interesting. We have all these economists now that are saying that inflation is down, everything is back to normal, which we all know most of our friends and family are having trouble making mortgage payments, eating, doing all these things. So, that worries me. That worries me. And again, by all the jobs reports and all the reports we get by our public servants, if my people can't eat, I'm not believing you. Okay. I don't judge those. I go by something different. And again, I don't want to be an economist. I don't want to be anybody like that. I don't want to be a paper pushing dweeb. I don't want to do that because these people, their egos are just all the way up here. I'm not interested in it because they're putting out reports saying everything is fine, but people can't eat. So I would rather pay attention to what the lower class and the middle class is doing, my people, than read your stupid paper on why inflation is gone, because it's not gone. Gas is down a little bit. Cool. Mortgage rates went from 8% back to like 7.5%. Cool. We still can't eat. Christmas is going to suck for a lot of people this year. The holiday season is going to suck. Whatever religion you are, it's going to suck. Any time where you're going to give a gift to somebody, it's going to suck because people can't pay their bills. People can't eat. People are not able to pay their car payments, which again, we can talk about car payments all you want, but it's not, at the end of the day, it's not okay. It's not. So I'm just really sick of these people. But anyways, back to this a-hole. And he blocked me too. So Rabini is known for criticizing CZ and crypto in general and believing it is a scam. He accused CZ of market manipulation during the FTX crisis. That is a fair take. But he just issued a security token, developing a tokenized financial instrument aiming to act as the alternative to the US dollar. So basically, he came out with like a stable coin or something. I don't know, but I would stay away from it. But y'all want to grift on it, have fun. Y'all can grift on it. It's super cute. You know that stuff. 311 of you beautiful people, only 217 likes, 269. I love my mods that are read the Economist magazine. Maybe I'll take a look at it. Yeah, these guys are weird. Shout out to Crimson Caravan. Production-based commission. You can normally get a job in prison. Well, kind of. We could talk about prison politics all day long. It's one of my favorite because a lot of people are like, it's so funny because we get a lot of these like rich privileged kids are like, yeah, I know about this. They listen to all the gangster rap, but when push comes to shove, it's ridiculous. But whatever. Anyways, Let's get in the next story. Smash the like. Smash the like. You're beautiful, Hundrelk. Of course you are. And shout out to my TikTok people. And shout out to people who got on an EWT. It is up 25%. Yeah, Kenny knows. Y'all listen to this gangster rap. You're like, I'm cool, but you've never been punched in the mouth. All right, shout out to Woo Blockchain. Justin, Binance will list ordinals, ORDI, and open trading for those spot trading pairs on 11/17/2023. And I think Crypto Gamer called this. So if you guys know Crypto Gamer and you pay attention to his comments, always research it, but he's done pretty well here. And Bitcoin Ordinals is a BRC20 token. So they're also going to be applying for the seed tag to ORDI. Seed tag is an indicator applied to innovative projects that might present higher levels of risk and volatility compared to other tokens. To trade tokens marked with the seed tag, users are required to complete successful corresponding quizzes on Binance Spot or Binance Margin platforms every 90 days. This is amazing. I love that Binance is doing that. ORDI is a meme coin BRC20 token, but I love that Binance is doing it. How awesome is that to know, like, and again, people can say whatever they want to say about Binance. And again, I'm not saying they're perfect, not saying they did everything right. All I'm saying is the fact that Binance knows that this is a meme coin, it could be pretty volatile, pretty risky, and they're marking it as that, and they're forcing people who want to trade it with margin or on spot to take a quiz, to take a test to understand the risk there. That's awesome. I don't understand why we can't do that in America. Why the SEC can't come up with a system that way. Hey, you don't want to regulate crypto? Hey, give us a system to where we can still participate. I think that would be great. I love that. I absolutely love it. Anyways, shout out to ORDI. I don't own any. I need to get in on that stuff. And Lindy's lazy. Okay. Bitcoin transaction fees reach 5-month high. Ordinals surpass 38 million inscriptions. Ordinals have done very, very well in the NFT space. Again, Bitcoin ordinals are not NFTs because you're actually inscribing on the blockchains, a lot different than using like Ethereum or BSC or anything like that. But this is good. So average Bitcoin transaction fees rose to 5.93 yesterday, highest level in over 5 months. Ordinals saw 18.3 million in sales in the past week, and this marks over 190% increase compared to the previous week. The rate of new ordinals being created has slowed in October, but is now picking up again, and ordinals surpassed 38 million of inscriptions. All right. So Cardano and Polkadot. This is cool. Let's talk about this partnership. And again, I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather. So Cardano and Polkadot announced a groundbreaking partnership, and it's a strategic partnership. They want to help reshape the landscape of blockchain interoperability and will integrate Cardano's partner chain project with Polkadot's substrate and modular framework that serves as the foundation of Polkadot SDK. And they aim to demonstrate Substrat's potential to expand across Web3 space, offering a versatile and user-friendly solution for different chains and ecosystems. Congratulations to Polkadot, and I know Queen loves Polkadot. To Cardano and Polkadot, and I don't have any more Polkadot, but I do have Cardano. Okay. Now where was that? I don't know. This is weird. Anyways, Kraken said to seek partner to help build a layer 2 blockchain network. So basically what Kraken wants to do here is they want to build out Base, something similar to Base that Coinbase has. Coinbase has Base and Friendtech is on it, etc. So that is pretty cool. So basically it's going to be a layer 2 blockchain network. And again, these are just speculation that Kraken is considering several leading blockchain firms to help launch their own L2 protocol. And they're considering Polygon, Matter Labs, and Nye Foundation. I would see them using Polygon, but I don't know. We'll see. The speculation started because Kraken added job posting for senior cryptography engineer and knowledge of modern cryptography, including ZK proofs, with opportunities to include design and implementation of layer 2 solutions. There's 2 more stories we'll talk about. Shout out to Caitlin Long. She is outstanding. But Custodia Bank just did something really, really cool. And I love Caitlin Long. She's a nice person. I've met her in real life. I've had her on the show before. So finally, Custodia Bank received regulatory approval for Bitcoin custody platform. The service is live now, and it offers segregated custody accounts service and purpose built for businesses, fiduciaries, investment advisors, fund managers, and corporate treasurers, currently offering some of the service in various U.S. states. Deposits as Custodia are not insured by the FDIC. What does that mean? That means you can use Custodia to custody your Bitcoin, but God forbid something happens, it's not insured. And that's dangerous. But it's a cool service. Last story here. yugalabs social lead resigns after this and this tweets. So let's talk about it a little bit. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I was brought up to rock with everybody. That's just the way I was brought up. I'll rock old school Italian. My mom is, if you're a good person, I rock with you. I don't care if you're a boy, girl, whatever it is. I don't care what skin color you are. I don't care where you come from. If you're nice to me, you're cool with me, I rock with you. For example, growing up in my house, when we were, me and my sisters, we had all guy friends, me and my sisters, and some girlfriends too. We would have Mexicans, we would have different types of Latinos, we would have Pakistanis, we would have white people, we would have boys, girls. Sometimes the boys would be wearing skirts. Sometimes they would be friends of Dorothy. We would have all different types of people up in the house all the time. My mom didn't care. If they were they were cool with us, they respected my mom, and they cleaned up after themselves, didn't care. But you're going to see a lot of this behavior coming out, especially from crypto Twitter. They love to display this type of behavior. And again, I don't know this person, but I could probably stereotype. Either way, people make dumb decisions when they're kids, but just don't be dumb. Don't make dumb decisions. And if you didn't come from a household that was very much like, rock with decent people, rock with people who are good to you, I feel sad for you, because even though we were super poor and, we had a lot of hardships growing up, I just was brought up in that environment, and I enjoy good people. So I don't know, just don't be bad. Anyways, you beautiful, intelligent, outstanding people. Somebody says, shout out to JJ Stunk. Ciao, Wendy, come to Sty. Have you ever heard of Website AI? I have not. I know Queen would have been happy right now. Yeah, rock with good people. Kenny O gets it. You look like my wife nightmare. Well, this is the thing, Nas. I'm going to tell y'all something. You were probably the nightmare. Why? Because the fact that you don't know me and you're commenting on my YouTube channel that I look like your ex-wife and she was a nightmare, that shows me you've got resentment against her, and you're probably really nasty to her, and that's why she probably initiated the divorce. And yes, women do initiate more divorces, but I wonder why. Could you imagine being married to a man? Could you imagine being married to a woman on the internet who was just trashing strangers for no reason, who popped into somebody's live stream and That's some weird behavior, dude. So, I'm happy she got out of the relationship. It was probably a really bad one. Anyways, you guys, on that note, we are going to go. Shout out to Syscoin, to SquidGrow, to Market Cypher. Shout out to TikTok for being here. Shout out to you, amazing, intelligent people. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts. Never believe everything you hear on the internet. Always hear what I say, but listen to yourself. Continue to fact check me, fact check yourself, and come correct. WendyO is out. Bye-bye. Bye, beautiful, amazing, intelligent TikTokers. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. Mwah.